What's up, guys? Zenigami here, and oh my gosh, it's version 6.0, yes! Japan's gotta get even further ahead than Global, and maybe Global can finally get version 5.0 in the Coliseum now. But anyways, version 6.0 is gonna be coming out on 7/21st, so in just a little less than a week. Sounds great. And there are a bunch of really big things worthy of a big, huge number update. And the first thing we're going to go over is there are going to be crew abilities now for units. For units, they currently now have captain abilities or nothing as a crew. And you know, captain abilities are only active when those characters are the captain. You know, like Mihawk gives you 2.5 times attack to your crew, to your slashers. And now there's going to be crew-only abilities. So units are going to be getting these crew-only abilities that are only active if they are not currently your captain. And some examples of crew abilities, you know, here's 3 examples of once you can get their 3 categories of crew abilities. There are some kind of stat up ability. This one just says character stats are raised up. The middle one is a resilience type ability. That is for this one right here. It says that you're going to have resilience against paralysis. And then the last one is going to be a special type, and these are going to be very unique things. They're going to be something to do with orbs or other effects, but these are going to be, this special type is going to be rarer than the others. So you're going to be like just little medium boost to your characters, and these are not going to be active if they are your captain. For example, it's going to make a lot of differences. You know, some characters are going to be really good subs now, even better subs, and then there's some characters that you might not want to use as a captain because you want to use for their sub ability instead. And here it's just like, oh, characters are going to get all different characters are going to get these crew abilities. On the upper right hand corner, that will denotate that what type of crew ability it is, you know, stat up, resilience, or special ability. And then on the character select screen on your box, they'll have a bottom right hand corner that tells you that it has a crew ability right there. And you can see even on this screenshot that not all characters have a crew ability. Or at least not yet. Not sure if they're going to be releasing more and more over time, just like they did with secondary types. And for this screen, it just goes into more detail so that on your battle screen, you can select on a unit and it will show you what the crew ability is in battle. Just like if you select your captain, it tells you what the captain ability is in battle. Here it says that this one is just that crew abilities are not active while their character is currently your captain. And this just goes into more detail about the type of boost it is. This just goes into, this is just characters' attacks are raised. This is stuff against resilience. It's the same thing we saw before, it's just worded longer. And then the second really big thing that we're going to have is the Rayleigh Shop. Yes, the Rayleigh Shop is going to be a new way to sell your duplicate characters. So now getting that 5th Sengoku that you definitely already have gotten is now a little bit better. Now the way the Rayleigh Shop works is you can sell your duplicate characters or whatever characters you want, and then you'll get points, some kind of points. We're not sure what the name of the points is. It just says PT for points. For right now, I'm going to call it Rayleigh Shop points until they get a better name for it. And then these points are going to be used to buy things. Now, these things are, so far, we've got notices of turtles, princess turtles, forbidden tomes, cotton candy, cola, and down here it also mentions stuff about secret units, and these are limited time units. Now these, we're not sure if they're going to be unique units to the shop. It is from the way it sounds, it does sound very similar to the Baba shop on Dokkan Battle, DBZ Dokkan Battle, but we're not sure if these are going to be limited units, like special units that are only going to be coming from the shop, or if they're going to be maybe limited units like just here, this week is going to be Kid, this week is going to be Hancock, not Raidbots, not 6-star Hancock. I don't think they're ever going to put that in the shop. Maybe this week's going to be Hawkins or something like that, other rare recruit only characters, or maybe it's going to be those limited rare recruit units like Kid Luffy, Kid Sabo, Valentine's Day Tashigi, units like those that you can no longer get. Maybe they'll even include characters that are only from promo codes like the Rebecca or stuff like that. Maybe they'll have some of those in this shop. We're not sure exactly what characters are going to be coming from the shop. And then One Piece Treasure Cruise is pay to win confirmed. You can now spend gems to activate limited to choose your own turtle times for 30 minutes. Now, it does say that you can only use this a certain number of times. Not sure if it's going to be once per day or every few hours, but there's definitely a cooldown on how often you can buy these turtle time islands. But you can now spend a gem to activate choose your own turtles whenever you want. So if there's no event going on, you really want to level up those strength units, you can now pay a gem and get your own turtles. Is this going to be worth it to you? You know, 30 minutes of choose your own turtle time is pretty good, especially if you're in those really high levels and you're just trying to get your characters leveled up. And it's up to you. You know, it's not super crazy. It's always optional. And if you want to get extra turtles, you can do it. For example, on global, I really just don't need turtles on global, but on Japan, I do need a lot more yellow levels for my blue units specifically, because my blue units are butts. And that's it for the announcements right here, but it seems to be just Teenage Turtle, just your regular 15 stamina turtle, not Princess Turtle. But there is more news on this side. So on the important announcement stuff, this stuff is going to be, there are some more very, very interesting things. There's more stuff about, it just says crew abilities, doesn't work well with Captain. It does include the ability to skip special animations. So now we can finally skip special animations. We're not sure if it's going to be like a toggle on off in the menu, just like the way you can toggle on and off music and stuff like that, or voices, but there is going to be toggle or some way to skip special animations. Maybe they'll just have a button on the upper right hand corner, just like in the opening cinematics or stuff like that, where you can skip specials, or skip the animations. Maybe we'll just have a skip on the upper right hand side where you can skip specials. And then there's also 100 extra box space coming for Japan, so our max box space now will be 1200. Voices are fixed for iOS, where voices used to echo for iOS or something like that. And there's more information about, it just says characters will now have additional abilities, that being the crew abilities that we saw talking about earlier. And even more is that you can now see your friend's special level whenever you're selecting your friend captains. So the last, and one of my favorites, especially for stupid frickin' Enel, because my friend Enels are all butts. Whenever you choose your friend captain right here, you can now see somewhere it says their special level. So maybe up here on the right side or something like that, instead of having to go and pick which Dofi I want, without knowing what it is, I don't have to select each individual one to see what their max special level is. You can see their current special level somewhere, which is going to be so good for all those people who haven't leveled up their Nels when I need one. Anyways, guys, that's it for the huge 6.0 update on Japan. It's going to be very exciting. There's lots of very, very cool stuff. I don't have anything bad to say about it at all. It's just going to be, oh man, I'm like fully on this hype train. And now that Japan is on 6.0, maybe we can finally get 5.0 for global. And if you also don't know, yeah, we have Sugo Fest going on in Japan right now. We have the Slasher Sugo, I believe it is right now. Yeah, it's Brawler Sugo right now. So it's Brawler Sugo. There are multi-pulls. You get 10 plus 1 multi-pulls. And there'll be more Sugos coming up. I'm Zinigami. Thank you so much for watching. Extra special thanks to our Patreon subscribers, Carlos Bear and Super Crazy Apple. Extra special thanks to everyone here watching on Twitch. And all you guys who are watching on YouTube, give us a like if you like it. If not, oh well, let me know what I can fix and make better. Y'all stay beautiful.